might need around your home, you'll probably find at Hopkins Electric in Kentland, your do-it-best hardware store. From everyday items like household products and light bulbs to tools, plumbing supplies, paint, and more. So before you run off to the big box store, stop into Hopkins Electric, because if you're looking for it, you just might find it at Hopkins. Hopkins Electric, 208 North 3rd Street in downtown Kentland. Stop in or call 219-474-6242. Looking for a new set of wheels but still waiting on the dealer to have some huge sale? Well, at Emerson McGrath in Kentland, they don't need a huge sale to give you the lowest price on a brand new car, truck, or SUV. That's because you'll always find rock bottom pricing on every vehicle on the lot. Find out for yourself. Stop in and see. Check out their inventory online at emersonsonograph.com. Area in sales and service. Stop in to Newton County's only new car dealer, Emerson Sonograph, on US 24 West in Kentland.
Murphy's Food King has been serving the Newton County area for over 70 years, providing only the finest of grocery, dry goods, as well as the freshest dairy, produce, meat, and bakery and deli selection. Expect only to find superstores. The folks at Murphy Food King in Kentland are your friends and neighbors and are proud supporters of the youth of Newton County, both academically and athletically. Come see the many changes and improvements they're making throughout the store and like them on Facebook.
And good Friday evening, everybody. Welcome to North Newton High School. It is time for Illiana Area High School football right here on AccessIlliana.com as we begin season number 10 here on Access Illiana. I'm Chris Wagner alongside Tim Waters. This is the Conrad Agency pregame show. And tonight we have the Battle for Newton set up for you as the South Newton Rebels come to town to take on the North Newton Spartans. And, of course, as mentioned, this is season number 10 of Access Illiana football. And, of course, we are brand new this season with high definition and mobile compatibility. So call your neighbor, tell your friends, have them log on and watch some high school football tonight right here on AccessIlliana.com. We'll take a break, and when we come back, a closer look at the Rebels and the Spartans. It's coming up next on AccessIlliana.com.
We form partnerships with our customers, and it's not just a saying. It's throughout our shop. We aim to give you better quality and better service than you've ever had from anybody else. I'm Tim Deno, president of 3D Machine. We specialize in CNC machining, Swiss turning, water jet assembly. So we're not just looking for what we're going to get out of it. We want to help the customer and build a long-term relationship with them. We're 3D Machine. We specialize in CNC machining, Swiss turning, water jet, and assembly. And we look forward to working with you.
Are you in pain? If so, have you considered chiropractic care? Dr. Jay Brinkman at Brinkman Chiropractic in Kentland is a skilled chiropractor and just might be able to help. If you've never considered chiropractic in the past, maybe now is the time. Brinkman Chiropractic accepts walk-in patients, or you can schedule an appointment. For superb chiropractic care, see Dr. J. Brinkman at Brinkman Chiropractic, 510 East Seymour Street in Kentland. Phone 219-474-5066. If you're looking for a great place to take family and friends for lunch or dinner, stop into the Downtown Lounge in Kentland. You'll find lunch and dinner specials every day of the week and a weekend breakfast menu that you won't want to miss. The Downtown Lounge offers dining in the lounge, the family dining room, or in their banquet room for those special occasions. Call 219-474-5065 or stop into the Downtown Lounge, 312 East Dunlap in Kentland.
What does it mean to believe in something? To truly support and get behind it? To be committed and invested in making sure it succeeds and grows? At First Financial Bank, we go beyond banking, providing resources for dreams that matter, and giving back to projects that make a difference. As our family grows, our commitment to serve the community grows with it. First Financial Bank, because together we're better.
This is the Conrad Agency pregame show, brought to you by the Conrad Agency in Brook, Fowler, and Roselawn.
You know, texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while testing. Know the facts and wait to tax. The deal is real and it applies to you. Auto owners insurance. The no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transfer Institute.
See the Conrad Agency in Brook, Fowler, or Rose Lawn. 800 388 05.
Hey, North Newton High School, everybody, as we get set for high school football here tonight. Spartans and the South Newton Rebels, season number 10 here on Access Illiana. Mobile compatible, so heads up play. Be cautious because we may run into some bugs tonight. So one of the tips we can give you, if you have some trouble with buffering, maybe read for Access Illiana page and that kind of thing. So, but we're excited for another exciting season of high school football here on Access.com.
All the sights and the sounds and the smells are here. High school football is alive well, and living in Indiana, we come at tonight, North versus South.
Well, that is right, Tim. We got a contrast in ages between these two schools. North Newton coming in. They are rated by seniors, and Newton, meanwhile, young. They're nominated primarily freshmen. In fact, we've got a freshman starting Rebels. Sample Levi on the shelf to start the season with an injury, but meanwhile on the other side of the ball, North Newton going with a guy we're familiar with too, Ben Vanderwall. He'll be in center tonight for the Spartans.
Yeah, Ben's been leading the Spartans for quite some time, and we're going to have I think we're going to stop for a quick break, actually.
And we are for the national anthem. Be back with more in a moment on AccessIlliana.com.
Show brought to you by the Conrad Agency in Fowler and Lawn.
You know, texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet people drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. And the danger is real applies to you. Auto owners insurance. No problem. By Transportation Institute.
See the Conrad Agency in Brook, Fowler, or Rose Lawn. Phone 800-388-50.
Celebrating decades of excellent service to the community, Superior Cleaners prides itself on meeting their customers' needs every day. No matter your dry need, Superior Cleaners has been and will continue to be the place you can count on for quality cleaning in a timely fashion. For your convenience, some area drop-off spots in Indiana. See Tom's Barber Shop in Goodland, April Flowers in Fowler, Twigs in Kentland, Hirschman's True Value in Brook, Zara Rocco, and Jordan's Florist Rensselaer. In Illinois, you see the Harrows in Milford, or their permanent location at 211 South 3rd Street in Watseka, celebrating 6 decades of excellence. Superior Cleaners in Watseka.
In today's market, the difference between profit and loss is razor thin. Luckily, your GSI dealer, Infinity Grain Systems in Brook, is there to help you stay in the black. Improving your business with GSI on-farm storage on average could earn a 50 cent per bushel difference. Your own grain with a highly efficient GSI portable dryer saves you money and improves your harvest Infinity 927-52600 or visit Infinity Grains to find out how you can save on GSI grain in 2018.
Hey, fellas, for a great affordable haircut and top-notch conversation, see Tom's Barber Shop in Goodland. Boys alike have been coming to Tom's for years to get that just cut right look. Oh, yeah. And they love the sports talk, too. Tom is a proud supporter of South Athletics and is open Monday, Tuesday, and Friday from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. Wednesdays from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Thursdays from 6 to noon. Saturday 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. Don't forget the great shop located at 216 South Newton Street.
And welcome back into North Newton High School, everybody. We get set to get things underway here between the South Newton Rebels. The Conrad up time now for our opening kickoff. Village 1, Rensselaer, and Kentland, our care. Getting ready to kick it off here for South Newton, number 10, Dane Smith. Rebel on the toss, deferred. So the Spartans will take over to get things underway. For the drive kick is going to go to the far side, picked up at about the 20, up across the 25-30, and a big hole up the middle, and this could be trouble, and plus down, and on the return that time was number 21, that's Jason Eller, gets it all the way up field position for the Spartans to get things started here in game number 1 of the 2018 season.
Yeah. In fact, South Newton defender did get him. I'm not sure anybody was going.
Eller with some quicks. Benderwall, the senior, had injury tonight, but he is senior at quarterback for the and Ocean. Give is going to and busting up the middle for about 5 is Colin Wagner. And it's going to be a pickup of about 5 on the play, and it'll bring up second down and 5.
I'm assuming Colin's no relation.
No. Well, he might be. I'm not positive on that, but not a close relation. So second down and 5. Goes in motion again. This time it's going to be given to the motion man, and he's going to get a first down and then some. In fact, picking up about 8 is going to be Jack Boyd. And he's going to pick up 7 on the play, and that'll be a first down for the North Newton Spartans.
Well, right away early, you can see that North Newton's winning at the line.
So mark it at the Rebel 36-yard line. First down and now for North Newton. Once again, Vanderwall under center. Single man in the backfield. Man going to be an end around, and it's going to be a big gain for the Spartan Keller, and he's all the way up 18-yard line. That's going to be a 22-yard gain for Jason Eller. So the Spartans move here early.
Nice run. He got to the corner, able to turn it upfield.
So first down and 10 now, fourth Newton. Forward line. Man goes in motion. It's Wagner up. He's up across the 10 to the 5. Touchdown! Colin Wagner in from 14 yards out. And the Spartans draw first blood and lead it 6-0 at the 10-minute mark of quarter number 1.
It didn't take long for the older, bigger, strong Spartans to get themselves on the scoreboard. They're going to try and make this 7 points.
Extra point attempt, placement down, kick is on, and it is good for Dane Smith, or excuse me, Elijah. Extra point, and just like that, with just over 10 minutes remaining here in quarter number 1, the Spartans lead it by a score of 7-0.
We'd like to thank our tremendous sponsors here on Access Illiana. They include the Combat Agency and Brooke Fowler and Rose Sun, sponsors of the pregame show, the Brook Locker Plant in Brook, sponsors of the halftime show. Your quarter break sponsor, Joe Nick, Country Fire representative in Watseka. The Kentland Bank branches in Lake Village, Rose Lawn, Rensselaer, and Lafayette. Vital Insurance Services in Kentland, sponsors of the postgame show. Thank you to one and all. Just a few of our sponsors. We'll be reading them out as the game progresses.
So 7th here, 2 minutes into the ball game, and now we'll see the Rebels in their first offensive of 2018. And we'll try and detect. You know what, Tim? I forgot my binoculars.
Oh, you know what? You did.
I need my binoculars. During low to kick it here for the Spartans. It's going to be an end-over-end kick going to the near side, and it's going to have to dive on it at the 15-yard line. So not a good start for the Rebels. Hammond unable to get a handle on that one, and the Rebels start out 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
No, it's not the Cinderella style I would have hoped. But
once again, in a quarterback, the freshman Caden Cruz, wearing number 25. Hammond will be the lead running back for the Rebels. Dane Smith and James Wood will carry the football as well. And outside is Tane Sell and Javen Wright. Those are your skill players. Rebels are going to go out of the Pistol formation started here. Cruz going to give it up the middle to Hammond. Hammond's going to be hit. Dives ahead. Got a yard, maybe two. And one. It's going to be 7-9. And I want to remind you folks, we've upgraded some of our broadcasting equipment, webcasting equipment here, and now streaming in high definition and mobile compatible. So we might have a few bugs tonight that we're still working out. So warn you of that right away. So we'll keep you posted on those things. 2nd down and 9 now for South Newton. Cruz takes the snap, gives it again to Hammond. Hammond hit right at the line of scrimmage, driven back. And there'll be no gain. In fact, they're going to mark him for a loss of about 2 on the play. And it's going to bring up 3rd down long.
Keep in mind, Caden Cruz is going to grow into this job. Right now, he's 5'6" and a $120.
Yeah. But, we've played for years, league baseball, that kind of thing. So we've seen him play. Well, we know that he's a heck of an athlete. And, if he sticks under center by the time he's a senior, he's a pretty good ball player for the Rebel squad.
I'm fairly sure it's going to be a whole lot bigger.
Yeah, sure that. 3rd down and 11 now for the Rebels. Cruz again out of the pistol formation. Take the snap. Then he's going to give it on the end round, and it's not going to work out well for Dane Smith's going to be taken down for a loss of about 4 on the play. And that'll bring it along, and we'll kick it away.
4th down for the Rebels.
Colin Wagner will drop deep for Norton, and South Newton will hunt this one away and deep in their own end. I believe it's Dane Smith doing the punting for the Rebels, if I can read the number 10 on his binoculars. Here's snap. Kick is away. Over in kick is going to be taken by Wagner. The first tackler. Got running room. Here's Wagner down the far sideline. Cuts back in, and he's in for the touchdown. 40-yard punt return for Colin Wagner.
Now I'm sad about that one. He pretty much is running.
It was actually Austin Goddard on that punt return.
Took it right there, accepted the kick right at the 40-yard line, and one defender, and he was off.
So here's the extra point attempt. And once again, lick up on the way, and it's good for Ranlow. We're going to hope that's the proper pronunciation. 7:49 of number 1. North Newton out to a 14th lead.
Access Illiana continuing coverage. It is being brought to you by 3D Machine in Goodland, Emerson Sonograph Incorporated in Kentland, by CR Brook, Hopkins Electric in Kentland, Barber Murphy's Food King in Kentland, Infinity Grain Systems of Brook, Brinkman Chiropractic Services in Kentland, Superior Cleaners in Watseka with drop-off spot across Illiana, Town Lounge in Kentland, and Financial Bank and Watseka. 14-0 is our score. 7 left to go here in quarter number 1. North Newton prepares kick yet once again.
Because it's Duranlo, I'm going to go with. Duranlo. We'll get set to kick again for the Spartans. And over in kick. Come to the Hammond once again. Trouble picking it up. Gets it cleanly across the 20 and out of bounds at the 22. And that's where South Newton will set up for their second offensive possession of the night. first of 3 consecutive weeks of high school football. This week we will be at South Newton as the Rebels will be hosting the West Central Trojans. And then 2 weeks from tonight, Labor Day weekend, we get to make the trip to Chalmers Frontier as the Frontier Falcons will be hosting the Rebels. So first down and 10 now, South Newton from their own 25-yard line. Cruz in at quarterback for the Rebels. Out of the pistol formation. Give to Hammond. Keeps Cruz with a little bit of a hole, and he's going to get up to the 30. So that's going to be a gain of 5 for Caden Cruz, and it'll bring second down and manageable up for
the confidence builder for the young.
Coach Davis wants out of possession. He just wants to get a couple of some confidence. And hope to build from there. Kane slits wide to the near side. Kane Frere, excuse me. Here's Cruz going up the middle. Going to be hit, and he's going to be dropped. A designed run by Cruz, but it's going to be a loss on the play. About 2. So it's going to bring up third down and about 7.
Pretty good penetration there by Brett Ewing. Immediately.
So third down and 7 now for the Rebels. 6:35 on a first quarter running. Time he gets it up the middle, Hammond, and a short gain on the play. And it'll bring up fourth down for South Newton, and they'll kick it able to pick up about 2. So down and up, and the Rebels to kick it away once again.
Right now, the Rebels are just simply losing the battle on the line. Far too quick.
Dean Smith to kick it away for South Newton. Austin Goddard had a 40-yard punt return the last time. This one's coming to the near sideline. Got to bounce and go out of bounds at about the 47 of South Newton. So that's where Spartans will set up first down and 10, leading 14-0 here in quarter number 1. 5:32 left to go. So the Rebels right now with -1 total yards in 2 possessions. The Spartans, though, 48 total yards, 2 possessions. This was a punt return. So once again, Vander will bring him to the line here. First and 10. Vanderwall under center from the near hash, just inside the 50-yard line. Man go in motion. Give is going to go. It's a fake. Vanderwall's going to go. He throws. He's got his man. And far sideline and a first down and some. Gain of about 20 on the play. Catch made out there by Schoon. And a first down for the Spartans. 20-yard gain on play.
Not much to that. Little pass play. Job by Ben and pretty
back behind him, single into the backfield, tight formation this time. Man goes in, Give is going to be on the end around that Schoon again, but he's quickly tracked down and brought down by the Rebel defense, getting in there on the tackle. And it'll be Single man goes wide. Time for Vanderwall. Man will go in late, and it's going to be an end around again. The motion man gets it. He's got a first down, cutting back inside it into the 10. And up a 24 on that.
Devon Wright with the carry.
First down and goal now. So first and goal for the Spartans. This is going to be a keeper by Vanderwall, cutting back inside toward the goal line, in for the touchdown from 4 yards out. And the Spartans are on the board again with the 4-yard down run, Ben Vanderwall.
Ben did lose possession of that football, but he was already crossed the goal line when it happened.
The Spartans here in one as Vanderwall takes it in, and now the extra point once again. The Spartans. That one partially blocked and no good.
Well, right spot for South.
With 3:47 remaining here, North Newton out to a 20.
Access Illiana's coverage of high school football, brought to you in part by the Conrad, Brooke, Fowler, and Rose Lawn. Well, the Brook Locker plant by Joe, representative in Watska. By the back with branches in Lakeville, Rose Lawn, Rensselaer, and Lafayette. By Kendall Insurance, Kentland, 3D Mean in Goodland, and Emerson Sonograth Incorporated in Kent. 20-0 first quarter score in favor of the North Newton Spartans. 3:47 left to go here in quarter number 1 as Newton pairs off once again. Beautiful night.
Yeah, game time temperature right around 78 degrees, so not too bad out here at North Newton High School tonight. End over end kick, going to come to the near side, and once again Hammond with trouble tracking it down, picks it up at the 21 and out of bounds there. And I thought the referee might be ready to throw a flag there. Looked like he picked that up right on the sideline. It was close, but they're going to say he stayed in bounds. It'll be first down and
if you're South Newton, all you can do.
$20-0. Spartans with the lead, first down and from their own 21. Here, number 1. You know what we haven't had yet? Flag, which is highly unusual,
especially this early in
for the first quarter of the season. Cruz taking the snap, gives to Hammond in the middle. Nothing doing there. Penham going to be stopped for a loss of 1.
Not much Hammond can do. He's getting the ball, and he's already got a defender in face. They've got to do some offensive line to slow down North Newton.
So, second and 11. Play clock winding down here on the Rebel to 10. And Cruz is going to have to hurry if he's to get this one off. We may see our first flag of the night get off just in time. Cruz goes up the middle and gets back to the line out of it. That's it. It'll bring up 3rd and 10 now. Back to the line. So a 3rd and 10 coming up here. Here's Cruz again out of the pistol. Wide snap. He's going to give it to Smith. No, he keeps it himself. Cruz inside, gets popped at the 25. Big free on the play, but back on the feet is Caden Cruz. And 4th down for the Rebels.
Caden's a pretty tough kid. Like we said, he's only 120 pounds, and he took a heck of a pop. Got himself right up.
So formation once again, and Dane Smith back on for the Rebels. Smith standing on 13-yard line. 2 men once again for the Spartans. Good snap to Smith. No rush. And kick coming on the near side, and it's going to go out of bounds. And see where they mark it. The referee kind of came down the sideline. I'm not sure they know exactly. We're going to mark it at the 44.
That's generous.
Near line, I don't think he knew the ball was. Slips over his head into the North Newton bench. 1 minute, 17 seconds in quarter number 1. Spartans on top of the Rebels 20-0. Game number 1 of season number 10 here on Access Illiana. So here's Van once again, comfortable lead. In motion, gives to Wagner up the middle. Another big goal for Wagner, and he's on the loose. Colin Wagner down the near side, brought down at the 15-yard line. 29-yard gain that time for Colin Wagner. Wagner, as we head into the minute of quarter number 1 here. Spartans on the move once again, leading 1-0. Vanderwall taking his time at the line. Man will go in motion again. Fakes the give inside it. Through the middle up inside the 5-yard line. Down 4. Soon at a 12-yard gain and a 1st and goal cut up for the Spartans.
Kane Firkin, James Woods, they're on the tack.
And a Spartan 1st down.
And 30 seconds remain here in the quarters. Enough to run a play this quarter if they do. And I'm guessing they're going to choose not to.
They look choosing not to.
So we'll watch the clock wind down here. And they're going to cut to the sideline. 20-0 score after 1. Spartans on top of the Rebels. Quarter number 2 coming up next. AccessIlliana.com.
That'll take us out of the first quarter. Let's hear it for your Spartans. Come on, everybody!
And welcome back. We get set for quarter. On top score of 20-0 as we start this second quarter. We'll move to the other end. And it'll be first down and goal from the 3. Kind of liked it when they got on this end. I could see.
I liked it a whole lot better, but we got to change sides.
Here's up the middle to Wagner, and he will walk into the end zone for his second touchdown of the night from 3 yards out. Colin Wagner in for the Spartans. So Wagner with his second touchdown. And Duran Liu will be on again for the extra point. And so far in this one, as we expected, it to be a pretty wide affair in favor of our placement. Kick is up on the way through the upright and good. And with 11 minutes and 56 seconds remaining here in the second quarter, the Spartans leading the Rebels by a score of 27-0.
Access Illiana's coverage of high school football being brought to you in part by C. Repair in Electric in Kentland, Tom's Bar in Kentland, Infinity Grain Systems, Brickman Chiropractic in Kentland, Superior Cleaners in Watsika, the Downtown Lounge in Kentland, and by First Financial Bank in and 27-0 is our score. 11:56 left to go here in the first half as North Newton got a command lead over the Southern Rebels.
Spartans. Here in well, folks, we are doing our first season in high def and also mobile compatible now, so you can actually watch our games on your phone. We're also working out the bugs along the way, so we just want to warn that we have a few glitches, a little buffering problem maybe here and there, but we just invite you to keep it right here. And that one is not going to turn out well, as Kane Sell's going to have to fall on a 12-yard line. Got past Hammond again, and Peyton Hammond having some trouble on the kickoffs here. And I believe our referee's telling us we're going to a running clock here in the second quarter. He wound that clock awfully quick. We'll see if that actually happened. The head referee was up earlier to tell us that may be the case tonight.
Yeah, but in the second quarter?
Well, I don't know. He started that clock. I mean, after the clock should not start until the ball is snapped. So I'm going to say that is the case here. So it'll be first down and 10 for the Rebels from their own 10-yard line, and they're going to mark it. And the clock is running. The play clock is not. So I think our referee made a decision here that
we've had an executive decision.
We're not going to let this game get too out of hand, I think. Here's the give up the middle. That is Hammond, and Hammond going nowhere. Stopped immediately, getting in there for the tackle, Derek Keene. And it's no gain on the play. Peyton Hammond, second down and 10.
Second down.
Glad you could join us here on AccessIlliana.com. A full season of high school football coming up for you. Featuring South Newton and Watsika primarily. See a number of other teams, West Central, Frontier, Crawfordsville. We're going to get to see Casey Westfield this year.
How about that?
Never done a Casey Westfield game. This will be first.
Indiana crosses the line to play an Illinois team.
Actually, they'll cross the line come here.
That's even better.
And that time it's going to be fumble. Cruz as he tried it to Hammond, and that's going to be a loss on the play. And it'll bring up third down and long for the Rebels. Lose about 3 on the fumble. Maybe get 4. And I was just peering off to the north. Something else that may have got the referee getting that clock rolling was this dark cloud off to our north. Doesn't look like it's going to be a problem right now, but I will tell you there is a dark cloud just off to the north.
Well, if you're South Newton, there's first half hour.
Down and 14 now for the Rebels. 9:20 remaining in the first half.
Newton fan, everything is sunshine and rainbows at this point.
So third and long here for Caden Cruz, the freshman. Takes the snap back to throw. He's going to throw it in the side. Almost had Sell, but Sell in and out of his hand. Right for Parker. So the season is incomplete, and the Rebels will kick it away here.
Defender right there.
Well, fortunately, it looks like that, and it is a thunderstorm, by the way. We'll just let you know that. Looks like it's moving off. So. So Dane Smith back on to boot it away here. Zone goal line gets the kick away to the side, and that one's going to be taken on a fair catch at about the 37-yard line. And I believe on the fair catch there, was Tyler Kessler. $27-0 our score. North Newton on top of here in quarter number 2.
$7:52 left to go.
So here's Ben Vanderwall under center once again. And he's going to give on the end around. It's going to be another big gain for the Spartans heading down the far sideline, the near sideline, and in for the touchdown. That is Stephen Klug. And he takes it in from 37 yards out.
Quick strike.
So a 37-yard touchdown run with 7:14 remaining here in quarter number 2. As Kluge takes it in. And another extra point attempt coming up here for the Spartans. So Duranlu on for the extra point. Placement down, kicks up right to the uprights. And just like that, the Spartans are out to a 34-0 lead here on Rebels rather, with 6 minutes and 34 minutes remaining here in quarter 2.
You have signed up and are participating in our halftime.
I'm surprised if we, well, the clock's on now. It's 34.
Well, it's all Spartans here, as we kind of expected it to be.
And one thing to remember is this North Newton team is a really good football team.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, they had a pretty good season last season. And they're looking for big things again this year with a lot of seniors, double-digit seniors on this squad. So Yeah, this is not just run-of-the-mill North Newton football team. This is one of the better teams they've seen in a few years here at Northern High School.
Exactly.
So Duran Luan to kick it away once again. End-over-end kick, going to go to the far side. Peyton Hammond gets it on the fly this time at the 15, up to the 20, comes to the near side, knocked out of bounds. Just the 25-yard line, and where the Rebels will set up first down and 10 with 6:15 remaining here in the first half, and the Spartans leading 34-0.
Rebels will set up at the 25-yard.
South Newton could use some sort of sustained drive
Yeah,
here.
down.
Yeah.
And a completed pass, maybe. Anything. They've only did one pass.
Just something for them to hang their hat on here in the attack.
So a keeper by Cruz, hit in the backfield and dropped.
That's just not even fair.
Stop made by number 50.
So it's a 3 on play.
Brett Ewing 6'5", 265. King Cruz 5'6", 20.
So down and 13 coming up. Rebels taking the line here with 4:48 to go here in the first half. Cruz out the pistol once again. This time it's going to be Smith on the end around, and he tries to dive up. Gets back to about the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
To the outside, number 78, Derek Keene on the stop. And that will bring the third down for the Rebels.
So third down coming up for South Newton. Coming up on 4.5. Nothing Spartans. So once again, Cruz out of the gun. To fake the give, fake the outlet pass. Now he's going to be backed all the way back at the 16-yard line. And that's going to be a big loss on the play and bring up fourth down.
Bird did not want to throw into the coverage, so we just ate the football.
Lost about 7 on the play, so it's going to bring up a fourth down and 19. And once again, Smith, whose right leg has to get it cleared at this point. We'll begin as we approach the mark of the first half. Smith standing. Smith takes the snap, gets the kick away, and kick is going to come up, and fair catch is at the 40-yard line by Tyler Kessler. 2:38 on a stopped clock here in quarter number 1. Spartans take over once again, leading 34-0.
Good to be back covering high school football here on Access Illiana.
That it is.
We've missed the sports coverage over the summer.
We haven't really had anything sports-wise since the end of baseball season. So first and 2 now. And it was going to go and that's going to be Boyd. Jack Boyd with the carry.
Jack Boyd up the middle.
By the way, we should know that the Spartans have Elijah Durnlew now in at quarterback. Boyd picks up about 5 on that play. Durnlew actually came in on the last possession. But Ben Vanderwall, as we mentioned, had that shoulder injury in the preseason scrimmage. So, you know, if Coach Roush can get him out of the game early, he's going to do it, and that's what he's done here. Rest that shoulder and get it healed for the stretch run and finals of the season.
Fumble.
And a fumble, and that one is loose. Everybody trying to fall on it. Looks like the Spartans got back. And it's going to end a 3rd down and 5 as we approach 1 minute remaining here in the first half.
Ball recovered by the Spartans.
First real mistake we've seen North Newton make.
You're right. And again, we're almost to halftime and have not had a flag. What in the world is up with that?
Referees want to get quick, too.
Here's the end around give and coming to the near side. Once again, down the sideline and heading for the end zone. It's another touchdown for the taking it in, Stephen Kluge. And that time he takes it in.
And to the corner, it was done.
And we have a flag, and this one is coming back.
Well, I called for it. He got one.
There's Laundry. They're going to wipe the run by Stephen Kluge. And it's going to be a 10-yard penalty against the Spartans. So that'll back them up. Actually, spot foul, so it's going to be at about the 38-yard line. And 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. Coming up, the Brook Locker halftime show. We'll have the first half numbers for you. So stick around for that here on Veterans Night at North. Veterans getting in free tonight. They're going to be honored here at halftime. So
it's a nice thing North Newton doing.
Yes,
here.
It is.
Yeah.
And now we've got a timeout called by South Newton. That's going to stop the clock with 18 seconds left in the half. So Coach Brad Beavis has a teaching moment he wants to use here.
Apparently.
And, of course, coming up next week, we will be at South Newton High School as the Rebels will be hosting the West Central Trojans. That game's scheduled to kick off at 6:30 p.m., and we'll have the pregame show for you at about 10.
That game should be a little bit more competitive.
Maybe.
Ready? Got an audience.
And once again, just a reminder, we are dabbling in high definition and mobile compatibility for the first time in 10 years at Access Illiana. So there may be some bugs. We're still working out some bugs. I know we've been conversating with some people on Facebook. They might be having a little trouble in the feed. We urge you to refresh your page once in a while because we're working on our thing. So if you help us out, we'll get things out in.
Yeah,
the week or two is going to be smooth.
The word here is patience.
Patience. That's what we need. Yeah, because really what people don't understand, we did 9 years of coverage doing it the same way. And now all of a sudden it's all changed. Completely. So we are learning on the fly here. So the Spartans got to kneel on it here to end the first half. And that will do it for half number 1. We have played 24 minutes of football here at North Newton High School, and it's been all Spartans, 34-0 at the halftime break. We are going to take a break ourselves, and when we come back, we've got the Brook Locker halftime show. Keep it right here. You're watching high school football on AccessIlliana.com.
Repair and Towing in Brook. CR Repair offers 24-hour towing and emergency service, in addition to all of your auto repair needs, from bad to brakes to engine repair. CR Repair also offers lawnmower and small equipment service and repair. Plus, they now offer plasma cutting, trailer and farm machinery repair, on-site mobile welding, and fabricating repair, specializing in stainless steel and aluminum. Experience you can trust. Licensed and insured. CR Repair and Towing. 600 West Main Street in Brook. Phone 219-275-6100. No matter what you might need around your home, you'll probably find it at Hopkins Electric in Kentland. Or do best hardware store. From everyday items like house products and light bulbs to tools, plumbing supply, and more. So before you run off to the big box store, stop in the Hopkins Electric, because if you're looking for it, you just might find it at Hopkins. Hopkins Electric. North 3rd Street, downtown Kentland. Stop in or call 219-474-6242. If you're looking for a great place to take family and friends for dinner, stop into the Downtown Lounge in Kentland. You'll find lunch and dinner day of the week and a weekend breakfast menu that you won't. The Downtown Lounge, dining in the lounge, the family dining room, or in their banquet room for those special occasions. Call 219-474-5065 or stop into the Downtown Lounge, 312 East Dunlap in Kentland.
Murphy's Food King has been serving the Newton County area for over 70 years, bringing only the finest grocery items and dry goods, as well as the you'd expect only 5 available in superstores. The folks at Murphy's in Kentland are your friends and neighbors and are proud supporters of the youth of Newton County, both academically and athletically. Come see the many changes and improvements they are making throughout the store and like them on Facebook.
This is the Brook Locker Halftime Show, brought to you by the Brook plant in Brook, Indiana. Coming up, hosting family dinner. Maybe it's trying to restock that freezer. Stop in and pick out your favorite cuts of meat at the Brook Locker plant. Brook Locker special custom retail. Meet your needs in your budget. You're having a small family and stop it into the Brook Street in Brook. Open weekdays till 5, Saturdays till noon. Phone 219-275-26.
And welcome back into North Newton, everybody. There you see our halftime score, 34, leading the Rebels of Sutton here. It's the Brook Locker halftime show, and let's take a look at the first half numbers for you. First of all, for South Newton, not much to tell you. The leading rusher is Caden Cruz, 5 carries for 4 yards. Nobody else in positive numbers, as the Rebels have generated -1 total yards here so far this evening against the North Newton defense. Meanwhile, for North Newton, Ben Vanderwall at quarterback, just 1 pass attempt, 1 completion, and that completion good for 20 yards. Football leading rusher so far, and Wagner carries. Also touchdowns tonight for Ben Vanderwall and for number 27, which is Stephen Kluge. Touchdown runs, 36 yards rush for Jack Boyd this evening, and catching the only pass from Ben Vanderwall, but 160-yard offense so far for the Spartans, 148 of those coming on the ground. We're at the top 34 our score. The halftime show brought to you by the Brook Locker plant in Brook, Indiana. Half number 2 coming up. Stick around. Keep it right here on ClassIlliana.com.
This is the Brook Locker halftime show, brought to you by the Brook Locker. Illiana. Big cookout. Maybe it's just restock that freezer. Stop and pick out your at the Brook Locker plant in Brook. Locker specializes in custom processing and packages to meet your needs and your budget. Whether you're having a small family dinner or you're feeding the whole gang, the Brook Locker plant, 243 West Main Street in open week till 5, Saturdays till noon. Phone 219-275-611.
We form partnerships with our customers, and it's not just a saying. Throughout our shop, we aim to better quality and better service than you've from anybody else. President of the 3D machine. We specialize in CNC machining, Swiss turning, water jet assembly. So we're not just looking for what we're going to get out of it. To help the customer build a long-term relationship with 3D machine. We specialize in CNC machining, Swiss turning, and we look forward to working with you.
Today's market, difference between profit and losses razor thin. Luckily, your GSI Infinity system is there to help you in the basis with GSI on-form storage on it could 50 cents per trying your own grain with GSI saves and improves your fitted grain systems in Brook, Indiana. 219 227 systems.com to find how you can save on GSI grain 18. Looking for a new set of wheels, but still waiting on the dealer to. Well, at Emerson, I think can't lend. They don't need a huge. Lowest price on a brand new car, truck, or SUV. That's what you'll always find. Rock bottom pricing. Every vehicle alive. Find for yourself. Stop in and see them or check out their inventory online at emersongraph.com. For the area leader and service, Newton County's only new car dealer, Emerson Graph.
Hey, fellas, for a great affordable haircut, top con shop in Goodland. Men and boys alike have been coming to Tom's for years to get that. Look, oh yeah, and they love the sports talk too. Tom is a proud supporter of South Athletic and is open Wednesday and Friday from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m., Wednesdays from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., Thursdays from 6 to noon, Saturdays from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m., and they're closed on Sunday. And fellas, don't forget to ask for the green juice, too. Tom's Barber Shop, located at 216 South Newton Street in Goodland.
What's your idea of financial security?
My idea of financial security? Enough for an early retirement.
No matter where you're starting from, Country Financial can help you achieve it.
Helping my kids with college.
Protection for my new driver.
Bob Bird, your country financial agent, located at 100 North 10th Street in Watsika. Phone 815-432-5240.
Building lifelong relationships, one customer at a time.
Our bank strives to be the company employees want to work for.
Customers want to do business with, and investors want to participate in their success.
We create an experience for our customers that fulfills
and exceeds their financial needs.
We provide exceptional customer experiences through value and service our communities. These are not just words, they are our mission, our vision.
And the foundation of opportunity.
Welcome back into North, everybody. Second half set to get ball to start it. Spartans 4-0 here in this County. Dean Smith comes up across the 20 to the 25 yard line. So we'll start in from about their own 24. So once again, it has been all Spartans. We just in the second half. Freshman Caden Cruz in at quarterback for South Newton. Kind of hoping they weren't going to make me whip out my my desk light tonight, but that looks like that's probably what's going to happen. Getting a little dark up here in the press box as the sun sets. First down and 10 for the Rebels. Here's Cruz looking to pass. He's going to throw. Has a man open, and the pass is dropped. Tended out there for Wright. Couldn't make the grab, and it'll bring up second down and 10.
Broke up by number 87, Gavin Johnson.
And our clock is running.
Yeah, and that play was there for him, too.
Yeah,
all they had to
right
do
was open.
Make the catch.
So second down and 10 here for the Rebels. Right once again split to the near side. Sell to the far side. Here's the snap. Goes to Hammond up the middle. Hammond with a little bit of a running room. Not a lot, but does pick up a yard or two.
Did a nice job of protecting the footballer, grabbing at the ball as he's trying to get through the line.
So Hammond with a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a third down and 8.
Third down.
Once again, we thank you for joining us here on AccessIlliana.com, season number 10. And you might be saying, well, you know, I'm having some problems watching the game tonight. That's because, well, we have gone high def this season, and we're just working out a few bugs. So we just encourage you to refresh your page if you need to, and we'll continue to work on things on our end. And might take us a game or two, but we'll get her all smoothed out. Like we always do.
Yeah, because we can only figure it out while we're doing it.
That's right.
Unfortunately.
And, you know, unfortunately, we can't just go out and just, like, set stuff up and just randomly try it because it just doesn't work that way. Here's a keeper by Cruz. Cruz is going to try the right side. The defense breaks down on him, though. Did pick up a few yards, but it's going to be short of the first down. That'll bring up fourth down for the Rebels. See how many they give Cruz. Looks like 3 on the carry. So it'll be fourth down and about 3 from the Rebel 31-yard line. So, yeah, we just ask for your patience as viewers.
And we know sometimes it's hard to have because we're viewers, too.
That is true.
But
we have no patience.
No.
And then we ask our viewers to have patience.
Yes. That about sums it up.
There you go. But we ask you for your patience, and we appreciate it as well. So punt formation, a short punt formation here. And now the Rebels, I'm not exactly sure what this is going to be. It's a run up the middle and a keeper. The ball snap went to Cruz. He gets up to the 35, but that's still short of the first down. And the Rebels will turn it over on downs. 2-yard gain on the play. Oh, they gain the first down.
Yeah.
Well, that's a generous spot by the referees, to say the least. Or he just didn't see exactly where that first down marker was, because the first down was at about the 36-yard line. The ball's at the 35.
It's close enough.
But that is first down number 1 for the Rebels. Well, I will say that our head referee tonight is a heck of a nice guy. We have never had a referee come up before a game, and we've been doing this for 10 years, but I've been doing high school football for 30, basically, and never had a referee come up into what this guy did. Cruz back to pass, gonna throw, intercepted, flag is down, gonna be picked off on the far sidelines. We'll wait for the flag, not sure if this might be a pass interference.
Flag was quick, though.
Oh, yes, indeed. It came in a hurry. So we'll keep an eye on our head referee, who is a heck of a nice guy.
And he said he'd be giving preliminary indication.
Right. Austin Goddard with the pick there. And it's pass interference against the Spartans.
So, works out well for South Newton.
That it does. Goddard got the pick, but committed the foul at a time, so pass interference. No, our head referee, the guy in the white hat, didn't get his name, unfortunately. Oh, by the way, that's the second first down for the Rebels. Came up to the press box here, talked to everybody, explained what he was going to do, how he was going to do things. I'll give you a signal, then I'll talk it over, preliminary signal, talk it over with the guys, then I'll give you a final signal. I mean, he's sitting over here talking to us. Make sure you get my slim side, he said, all that kind of thing. So we thank him for coming up, and we encourage more of you referees to do that type of thing.
Exactly. It helps.
We appreciate it. Yes, it does.
It helps us out.
So 1st and 10 for the Rebels at the 50. Deepest penetration for South Newton here tonight. Caden Cruz, the freshman, in at quarterback. Takes the snap, fakes the give to Smith, keeps it himself, goes up the middle, gets a yard, maybe 2, brought down there. Caden Cruz now into double figures on the ground. They're going to give him 3 on that carry. And the Rebels on the move here.
Positive
with 7:40
yards
left in quarter number 3.
Positive yards, put together a drive.
Absolutely.
Build your confidence.
I'm sure Coach Roush is putting in some of his reserves on defense as well.
Yeah, but, at the same time, North Newton, they're expecting big things from this program this year, and it's hard to do that with your starters on the bench.
Well, that's true. Second down. We're going to call it 7. Cruz out of the pistol formation once again. Takes the snap, gives to Hammond. Hammond goes up the middle, caught from behind. Hammond squirts away, got up to the 45, and then he's brought down. A hard run by Peyton Hammond. Only picks up 2. But I'll tell you what, that was a good hard run by Peyton Hammond, and the Rebels are going to need that out of him this season.
Yeah, he earned both of those yards, believe me. He was never let his legs die. Kept them moving, kept trying to move forward.
Well, and he's a senior playing his final season of high school football, so, he's wanting to do big things as well tonight and this season. So 3rd and 5 from the Spartan 45, 4 down territory for the Rebels here. Well, down territory at their own 25, so I would imagine at the Spartan 45, it's still 4 down territory.
It's all 4 down territory at this point.
So 3rd and 5 coming up here for Caden Cruz. Out of the pistol. Takes the snap, keeps it himself. Tries to get past the man, does so. Cuts back inside, and he's got the first down right at the line. And I think now a late flag's going to come flying in. But Cruz with a 5-yard run. And we'll see what the indication is here from our head referee. Personal foul, I believe, is the call. That was our preliminary indication, but we'll wait and see here. And we're still waiting. And he's done that personal foul, dead ball foul, personal foul. So we got that right against the Spartans. So another costly penalty for North Newton. They're second on this drive.
And another big play for the Rebels.
Well, yeah, 5-yard run. You're going to tack 15 yards onto that. So but 30 yards in penalties on this drive for North Newton. Clock at 5:48 here in quarter number 3. 34-0 Spartans. Rebels now with a 1st and 10 at the Spartan 25-yard line. I did not see what the extracurricular activity might have been that called for the personal foul.
Well, the flag came in real quick after the ball was dead.
Yeah, yes it did. I don't know if it might have been a helmet-to-helmet hit possibly. Nonetheless, 1st down and 10 for the Rebels. Cruz out of the pistol, going to keep it himself again. Comes to the near side, cuts back into the 12, 15 to the 10, and inside the 10-yard line, down at the 8, is Caden Cruz, a 17-yard run for the freshman.
Tackled by Dylan Taylor.
And the Rebels will have a 1st down and goal at the 8 with 5 minutes remaining here in quarter number 3. We're coming up at the conclusion of tonight's game, the Kindle Insurance post-game show brought to you by Kindle Insurance Services in Kentland. I want to thank all our sponsors for bringing you high school football this season. 1st down and goal now for South Newton. Here is Cruz out of the pistol. Going to get to Smith this time. And he's going to be tracked down and strung out and dropped.
Yeah,
Dane Smith loss on the play.
He'd have been better off instead of trying to string that out, just moving forward.
Loss of 6. Back to the 15, so it's actually a loss of 7. It'll be 2nd down and goal now. Dane has not had a real productive night running the football tonight.
No, he's had a little bit of trouble.
Dane, a junior. Dane kind of burst onto the scene last year. You might remember a game where he had a couple of big runs and a couple of catches and burst onto the scene in the South Newton Rebel offense. 2nd down and goal from the 15. Cruz takes the snap. Just to Hammond. Hammond goes up the middle and going to get a few of those yards back, not many. Going to be a pickup of about 3 on the play.
Stop made by number 64, Matt Berry.
8 carries, only 7 yards for Peyton Hammond. 3rd and goal coming up now from the 12. Under 3 minutes to play here in quarter number 3. Opening game of the 2018 high school football season and season number 10 here on AccessIlliana.com. So 3rd and goal from the 12. Cruz out of the pistol once again. This time he'll keep it himself. Cuts back inside. Cruz still on his feet. Gets down to about the 5. Stop there. And now it'll bring up a 4th down and goal. 7-yard gain on the carry by Caden Cruz. 11 carries, 42 yards now for the freshman quarterback. Filling in for an injured Levi Sample.
Yeah, they're hoping to have Levi back next week.
That's the word from offensive coordinator Blaine Durham?
Yes.
All right.
They were really kind of hoping to have him tonight, but they decided to just opt out.
Sure.
Put him back another week.
Well, and we know that Caden Cruz will be in the lineup next week one way or the other because he is an exceptional athlete.
Right now they've got him as a wide receiver.
Right. I imagine he'll get a chance to run the ball a little bit as well. This time, Cruz keeps it, cuts back inside to the goal line. Touchdown! And Caden Cruz takes it in from 5 yards out, and the Rebels are on the board.
Real happy for the freshman quarterback. Nice job of finding the end zone, worming his way in. I'll tell you what, it takes some guts to be 120 pounds and 5'6" and get out there and play with guys 265.
Well, there's no doubt about that. So the 5-yard touchdown run makes it 34-6. And now we will set up for the extra point. And I think the Rebels are going to go for 2 here.
They are.
So we'll see what happens. This time, give goes to Hammond up the middle. He's hit, chugs away, stays on his feet, but will not get it. But nonetheless, the Rebels are on the board, and with under 2 minutes to play here in the third, it's 34-6.
Tonight's broadcast of Access Illiana's high school football in the state of Indiana is being brought to you in part by the Conrad Agency in Brook Fowler and Roselawn, the Brook Locker Plant, Joe Liznicki, your country financial representative in Watseka, the Kentland Bank with branches in Lake Village, Roselawn, Rensselaer, and Lafayette, Kindle Insurance Services of Kentland, 3D Machine in Goodland, Emerson Sonograph Incorporated in Kentland, CR Repair in Brook, Hopkins Electric in Kentland, Tom's Barbershop in Goodland, Murphy's Food King in Kentland, Infinity Grain Systems of Brook, Brickman Chiropractic in Kentland, Superior Cleaners in Watseka with drop-off spots across Illiana, the Downtown Lounge in Kentland, and by First Financial Bank in Goodland and Watseka. 34-6 is our score. Minute 38 left to go here in quarter number 3. On our first broadcast of high school football for this 2018 campaign.
We thank you for joining us here on AccessIlliana.com. You know, we've had a few technical difficulties tonight, but you know what? We are now webcasting, streaming in high definition, so we've run into a few little hiccups along the way, but hopefully we've helped you work those out. We've got some things we've learned tonight, so hopefully things by next week will be much smoother.
And by the third week, forget about it.
You know, one of the beauties of our new stream this year is you'll also be able to get us on your phone. We are now mobile compatible, and a lot of people have been asking us for years, when are you going to be mobile compatible? We don't have an app yet, but we are mobile compatible.
Right, even Apple devices.
That's right. And you can watch it right on your smart TV. And a low dribbling kick is going to be picked up at the 30. That's by Goddard. Goddard to the 40, 45, across the 45 to about the 47. And it'll be first down and 10 for the Spartans. 1:28 to play here in the third, leading 34-6. I'll tell you what, the Rebels really ate up a lot of clock on that last drive.
They did. They burned some time off.
They had the ball for most of that third quarter.
You will notice that sometimes we like to entertain ourselves.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. You know, sometimes we just we got to do something to pass the time.
Yes.
So once again, it is Duran Lewin at quarterback. Give is going to go up the middle and all the way up to the 41, and a 13-yard gain. That is Sam Parker.
Picks up a Spartan first down.
See if they can get one more play off before the third quarter ends.
The Spartans are going to have to reduce the number of running backs for the rest of the game because I've run out of slots here on my score sheet.
Wind really just started to pick up.
Yeah, we got some breeze going on now. Stiff south breeze. Duran Lew once again will give. And this is going to be Parker again. Parker with a big run. Cuts it back inside, back toward the middle. Finally going to be brought down at the end of the quarter. And he is brought down at the 17. It's a 24-yard gain for Parker. And we have played 3 quarters, 34-6 Spartans. Back with the fourth next on AccessIlliana.com. Seems to be a little quicker now, too.
It does.
Everything seems to be smoother. So that's the case, I would guess it's this. But yeah, that's much smoother.
It would be a combination just to see.
Right.
When it gets hot, it just doesn't want to go fast.
That is true. And this thing does get warm. Because I've had it on my lap before and thought, damn.
First, it was the love of your life. Then the promotion you deserved. The daughter you planned for. And the son you didn't. Now you're ready for a new home. So how do you properly protect all this? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, take simple steps today. At Country Financial, when you're ready to start, we're ready to help with home insurance.
See your Country Financial agent, Joe Lesnicki, in Watseka today.
Back here at North Newton High School, 34-6 our score. Spartans on top with the football. And it will be first down and 10 from the Rebel 19-yard line.
And they moved the ball back down to this side of the field.
Yes, they did. And now the Spartans going into the wind. Duranlu in at quarterback. He's going to give on the end around and taking it to the corner and in for the 19-yard touchdown. And that's somebody I'm going to have to find a roster to find the name of this one.
34.
That is 30.
Oh.
That is Bryce Shedrow. So Bryce Shedrow takes it in. From 19 yards out. And 11:37 to go here in the fourth.
Timeout on the field.
So South Newton calls their first time out of the second half. 40-6 our score now. We were talking during the break, as you might have heard. Things have really smoothed out a lot.
Yeah, hopefully you stayed with us. You were patient.
Right, yeah, you were patient. I'm going to shut that door just so my roster doesn't blow away anymore.
And the good news is I've watched some stuff that we've done earlier, and it doesn't buffer at all when you're watching the replay.
Oh, no, the replays are usually smooth as a baby's bottom.
Yeah.
So, once again, extra point attempt here on the way for North Newton. Duranlu with the kick, and end-over-end kick is right up and good, and it's 41-6 now. With 11:37 left in the ball game.
We couldn't do this without our tremendous sponsors, who are extremely patient with us as well. I'd like to thank those folks, the Conrad Agency and Brooke Fowler and Rose Lawn, the Brook Locker Plant, Joe Lesnicki, your Country Financial representative in Watseka, Kentland Bank with branches in Lake Village, Rose Lawn, Rensselaer, and Lafayette, Kindle Insurance Services as well in Kentland. Also like to thank 3D Machine in Goodland, Emerson Sonograph Incorporated in Kentland, CR Repair in Brook, Hopkins Electric in Kentland, Tom's Barbershop in Goodland, Murphy's Food King in Kentland, Infinity Grain Systems in Brook, Brickman Chiropractic in Kentland, Superior Cleaners in Watseka, the Downtown Lounge in Kentland, and First Financial Bank in Goodland and Watseka.
41-6. Spartans in control here as the Rebels will get the ball back. Duranlu to kick it away once again. End-over-end kick is going to be taken by Hammond at the 16. Going to come to the near side to the 20. Puts his head down up to the 21. And that'll be as far as he's going to go.
First and 10 Rebels.
So the Rebels will take over first down and 10 at their own 21-yard line. Yes, if hopefully, yeah, you stuck around, and because I've got my slow internet here on my phone even, and I'm watching the game.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
You know, when everything comes together.
Yeah, when we get all this figured out, it's going to be
you're gonna like it.
Ridiculous.
You're going to like it. So 41-6 our score. Coming up on 10 minutes remaining in the ball game. We will mention we have had a running clock for a good portion of tonight's ball game. Caden Cruz in at quarterback, the freshman.
Once that clock started running, though, it seemed like South Newton relaxed a little bit as the ball clock.
I think so. Yeah, they didn't hurry. They didn't rush, and not like they have just everything's just come together perfectly. They did have 30 yards in penalties help them on that last drive, but things have looked a little better. Cruz goes up the middle, back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Cruz 13 carries, 47 yards tonight for South Newton. He has been the offense. Peyton Hammond has only been able to generate 7 yards on the ground.
Poor old Dane Smith.
Dane is still back in the negative numbers. But Dane is the end-around guy, so he's starting from a little bit deeper than most of the guys in the first place. So 2nd and 10 coming up here for South Newton.
Well, yeah, North Newton did a really nice job of stringing all those plays out. They just really had nowhere to go.
Here's Cruz taking the snap, gives to Hammond up the middle. Peyton puts his head down, gets all the way up to near the 25. They'll mark him at the 24, gain of about 3 on the play. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
3rd down.
So don't forget, next week we're going to be at South Newton as the Rebels will be hosting the West Central Trojans in another Midwest Conference game. We haven't even mentioned that here yet tonight. But this is actually a conference game here for the first time in many, many years as Cruz cuts back inside and gets the first down, an 8-yard gain for Caden Cruz. Yeah, this is a conference game. I don't know when the last time South Newton and North Newton were in the same conference. It was long before I was in high school. I can tell you that much.
Were they ever in the same conference?
I believe they were at one time, but, I have to do some research on that. But you would probably have to go back to the early 70s.
Because aren't they in different classes? Or no?
They are.
Yeah.
Which is not a problem. They played with Winnemac. Winnemac was a 2A school for many years in the same conference. First down and 10. Cruz is going to give to Smith, and Smith is going to end up once again with negative yardage again. Lost the football not until after he was marked down. Loss of 1 on the play.
Took a little bit of a late shot, I thought. To the head, too.
So, yeah, the Spartans are going to move to 1-0 in the Midwest Conference, and the Rebels will fall to 0-1. And another conference game coming up next week for South Newton as they host West Central. So it's the all-new Midwest Conference. No more Sangamon Valley Conference. Doesn't mean the Rebels will not play some Illinois schools.
KC Westerfield.
They have KC Westfield.
Westfield.
And you know where else they go? to Farmer City to play the Blue Ridge Knights.
Good old Farmer City.
We know how far Farmer City is.
Yes.
It's a pretty good drive.
Good people there in Farmer City.
Oh, absolutely. We love them in Farmer City. Less than 6 minutes to go. Second down and 11 now. From the 31-yard line, Cruz once again out of the pistol formation. Takes the snap, fakes the give, going to throw, going long down the near sideline, looking for Sell, but he's hung up, and it'll be incomplete. So Kane, who's also a pretty good athlete in his own right. Tall kid, lanky, sophomore. He'll be an interesting target for Rebel quarterbacks for the next few years.
Yeah, this freshman class that Southland's got a pretty athletic class.
They do, and there's quite a few of them. 9 of them on the varsity roster.
They've been talking about this class for a long time.
Yeah, waiting for them to get here. Well, now they're here. Now they're high schoolers, so and they're going to learn on the fly. They're going to get a lot of playing time.
Lots of experience.
So third down and 11. 4:42 to play. Cruz takes the snap, fakes the give, keeps it himself, tries to cut back inside, caught from behind though and brought down at the line of scrimmage. No gain. And it'll bring up fourth down.
Burned a lot of clock, though.
Oh, they've ate up a lot of clock here in this fourth quarter. The Rebels have had the ball for most of this fourth quarter. Most of the second half. You'd expect this score to maybe be turned around. Based on time of possession alone.
They've only been outscored 7-6.
That's right. That's right. It's really been a pretty tightly played second half. Under 4 minutes to go now. 41-6 Spartans. You know, I've also I've gotten into the habit of constantly saying the score because that's one of my pet peeves. Always has been.
Right.
From my early days in radio. It's right there on the screen.
Yeah, you really don't have to do that anymore.
I really don't have to do that as much. Cruz once again, keeper throws it out. Swing pass is caught, and that's going to be good for a first down.
How about
Smith up to the 45-yard line.
Good enough for a Rebel first down.
And that's a 12-yard gain and the first completion of the year for Caden Cruz and the first catch of the year for Dane Smith.
First completion of his football career.
Yes, that's true.
A lot of firsts for the freshman tonight.
So that's up to the 46. Rebels are going to hang on to it. Actually ends up being a 13-yard gain as we approach the 3-minute mark. So first down and 10 now from their own 46-yard line from the far hash. Coming up on 2:45 to play here in the ball game. Cruz out of the pistol. Going to give it to Hammond. Hammond goes up the middle. Hammond with some running room this time has a first down, and he's going to get up to the 40-yard line. And that's going to be a 14-yard gain for Peyton Hammond. And the Rebels move the chains again. First down and 10 from the 40 with 2.5 to go.
Nice job of holding on to the football, too, because they were twirling him around pretty good.
So first and 10 from the Spartan 40 now. Cruz is going to keep it himself, goes up the middle, stopped after a gain of 1. As we hit the 2-minute mark.
I have to tell you, I'm as much as impressed with North Newton's sportsmanship in this game than I am anything else.
Oh, I agree with you 100%.
Because they could have just completely dominated this, and they have, this football game.
Yes.
But in a way that not going to make South Newton feel bad about themselves.
No, really, no, they're not. And the Rebels still with about 90 seconds left here. Going to try and get another score on the board. Cruz going to keep it himself, goes to the outside. There's a hold. I saw that one coming. Dane Smith hooked his man out there, and that one's going to come back. So that'll be the first penalty of the night against the Rebels.
Not too bad. 1:11 in the fourth quarter for you to get your first penalty.
Not bad. And only the fourth penalty of the ball game, we might add. So that alone says a ton for both of these teams that, we only had 4 penalties in the first game of the season.
Want to make sure I got a nice shot of the referee there. He's earned it.
So clock will roll again with 1:10 to play. So all the way back to the 49, which makes it a second down and 20. They're going to call it 19. And we are under a minute to play. Cruz bobbled the snap. Going to throw. Throws across the middle, and it's incomplete.
Almost picked off. Big old number 81. Dylan Taylor.
And the Rebels might have time to get in one more play here as we have a running clock. So it'll be third down if the Rebels decide to run another play here. Clock continues to roll. And they're going to try and get one more off. Clock down to 10 seconds. They're going to have to hurry. And Cruz can't see the clock. And did they get it off? They're going to say they did. Hammond's going to get a yard, and that's going to do it. And your final score, the North Newton Spartans defeat the South Newton Rebels by a final score of 41-6. We are going to take a break here on AccessIlliana.com, and when we come back, we have got the post-game show for you, brought to you by Kindle Insurance. That's coming up next on AccessIlliana.com.
Excellent service to the community, Superior Cleaners prides itself on meeting their customers' needs every day. No matter your dry cleaning needs, Superior Cleaners has been and will continue to be the place you can count on for quality cleaning in a timely fashion. For your convenience, Superior Cleaners has some area drop-off spots. In Indiana, see Tom's Barbershop in Goodland, April Flowers in Fowler, Twigs in Kentland, Hirschman's True Value in Brook, Suds R Us in Morocco, and Jordan's Floral in Rensselaer. In Illinois, see the Herald News in Milford or their permanent location at 211 South 3rd Street in Watseka. Celebrating 6 decades of excellence. Superior Cleaners in Watseka.
Are you in pain? If so, have you considered chiropractic care? Dr. Jay Brinkman at Brinkman Chiropractic in Kentland is a skilled chiropractor and just might be able to help. If you've never considered chiropractic care in the past, maybe now is the time. Brinkman Chiropractic accepts walk-in patients, or you can schedule an appointment. For superb chiropractic care, see Dr. Jay Brinkman at Brinkman Chiropractic, 510 East Seymour Street in Kentland. Phone 219-474-5066.
What does it mean to believe in something? To truly support and get behind it? To be committed and invested in making sure it succeeds and grows? At First Financial Bank, beyond banking, providing resources for dreams that matter and giving back to projects that make a difference. As our family grows, our commitment to serve the community grows with it. First Financial Bank, because together, we're better.
This This is the Kindle Insurance Postgame Show, brought to you by Kindle Insurance Services in Kentland.
You don't really think about its ability until you don't have it. Auto Owners Insurance has been safe, sound, and secure for over 90 years. That's stability you can count on. Contact your independent Auto Owners Insurance agent today. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people.
See Kindle Insurance Services at 101 North 6th Street in Kentland. Phone 219-474-6088.
You're going to eat that?
Welcome to North Newton High School. Once again, your final score 41-6. The Spartans defeat the Rebels from South Newton here tonight in the opening game of the 2018 campaign. Let's give you the numbers first of all for the South Newton Rebels. From the passing department, Caden Cruz was 1 out of 5 for 13 yards tonight. And rushing the ball tonight, Cruz was the leading carrier, 16 carries, 57 yards, and a 5-yard touchdown. Peyton Hammond had 10 carries for 24 yards. The Rebels gaining 69 yards on the ground and 82 yards in total offense. Meanwhile, for the Spartans, Ben Vanderwall, 1 out of 1 through the air for 20 yards. Leading rusher tonight was Colin Wagner, 3 carries, 48 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jason Eller had 22 yards. Jack Boyd with 36. Parker had 37. They had a lot of guys carry the football tonight. 204 yards on the ground, 224 yards of total offense. The Spartans were penalized 3 times for a total of 40 yards, while the Rebels were penalized once for 10 yards, and Cruz was sacked. Only 1 sack in the ballgame. He was sacked for a loss of 7 yards here tonight. This is the Kindle Insurance Postgame Show. We'll take another break and come back with a final word next, right here on AccessIlliana.com.
This is the Kindle Insurance Postgame Show, brought to you by Kindle Insurance Services in Kentland.
Now you know you're going to have to feed and water them.
No problem, Daddy.
For all the promises we make, keeping your word is what matters most. Don't forget to stop by and visit.
No problem, Daddy.
Your independent Auto Owners Insurance agent knows that. In fact, you could say, thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
They were raised that way. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
See Kindle Insurance Services at 101 North 6th Street in Kentland. Phone 219-474-6088.
Back here at North Newton, 41-6, your final score. Spartans defeat the Rebels here tonight. And Tim, your final thoughts on tonight's ball game?
Well, really, it just comes down to one word for me. It's sportsmanship. I think the North Newton Spartans should be commended on not rubbing South Newton's noses in this ball game, letting South Newton get out of here, feeling a little bit good about themselves. And my hat's off to the entire North Newton Spartan program. Outstanding game tonight.
Good, clean ball game here tonight, and the Rebels should get some help next week when senior quarterback Levi Sample gets back. Caden Cruz, though, playing very well tonight in his first varsity game as a freshman, and ends up leading the team not only in rushing but in scoring here tonight. So congratulations to him. Next week we will be at South Newton for another Midwest Conference showdown. The Rebels take on the West Central Trojans. Kickoff set for 6:30. Pregame show at 6:10, and hopefully things will go a little bit smoother coming up next Friday night. We thank you once again for your patience here on Access Illiana. So that'll do it once again. Your final score, the North Newton Spartans defeat the South Newton Rebels 41-6. For Tim Waters, I'm Chris Wagner. Good night, everybody.
This is the Kindle Insurance Postgame Show, brought to you by Kindle Insurance Services in Kentland.
Now you know you're going to have to feed and water them.
No problem, Daddy.
For all the promises we make, keeping your word is what matters most.
Don't forget to stop by and visit.
No problem, Daddy.
Your independent auto owner insurance agent knows that. In fact, you could say,
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
they were raised that way. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people.
See Kindle Insurance Services at 101 North 6th Street in Kentland. Phone 219-474-6088.